Get your entrepreneur toolkit right now. We in front of Moe Better Cuts. Holla at my boy Mo, about to get a cut. See y'all soon.
Boy, splash. I'm just trying to raise the consciousness.
Boy.
Hey,
Chilling.
Good.
What's up, y'all? We got another episode of the Entrepreneur Enthusiast Podcast. Had to drop in on my boy Mo. Been my barber in Houston for 10, 15 years now, and we've been going in. So I'm gonna ask him a few questions about being a barber. Check out his shop. Thank you for tuning in to Entrepreneur Enthusiasts.
Big Mo, I'm out here in Houston, visiting the shop.
Yes, sir.
And I've been with you since you was in the
old shop.
In the you had the booth in the old shop.
Yeah.
And so I had to come stop by, pay homage, holla at Mo, because you really took advantage of the digital wavelength before it was like popping. Appreciate that. And so how does it feel to be, to be in a position, now for men to have a shop?
Definitely more responsibility. Definitely.
Yeah.
Not for the faint of heart. You gotta have tough skin for this, but I love this. So and then I love being in the space. My brothers that also love the craft just as much as I do. So watching everybody when I started in the shop, now I own the shop now, and then watch them leave and own their own shop. It's a true blessing.
Did you always want to have a shop?
Yes.
What made you want to have a shop? Because I remember we used to be in the booth over on Fry Road, and you talking about it all the time, and just visualizing it, what it was gonna be.
I got a lot of values from my mother.
Yeah.
It only can get me so far. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Entrepreneurship, I just wanted more. I struggled with it. I just always knew that there had to be something more, and I feel like, if I have to work hard, at least let it be for myself.
What's entrepreneurship mean to you?
Leadership, humility, discipline. It means so much more than I'm an entrepreneur. There's so much more to that. It's way more to that. It was to the dad and the father type.
Yeah.
So, it's a blessing. It comes with a lot, though. I ain't gonna lie, I do, but it's all worth it, though.
What do you feel like is the hardest part?
The balance.
Yeah. I remember, when we were at the other shop, and you took on the digital conversation. You started getting on Instagram, you started posting, you started engaging and stuff like that.
Right.
How did that really, capture you to help you propel to kind of grab your customer into now?
That was a whole market that I was not interested in. I didn't know anything about it. And then, the more, y'all showed me how to post and hashtag and do all this, and it's like.
So you weren't trying to be online at all?
At all. And a lot of my clients were word of mouth. I'd be in the shop, one person in the seat, 5 at the front waiting.
Yeah.
I was good and I was comfortable with that, but they was reaching so many more people from the, celebrities and athletes and stuff that I've acquired over the years and stuff like that. And that's just all from,
from the social side of things.
And word of mouth. And it really just took it on a whole nother level. Yeah.
And then so you adapted to that, and then you got into more so the direct style booking.
Right.
And I remember, some clients were reluctant at first.
Yeah.
How was that transition with that?
That transition was definitely a transition.
Yeah.
But
because this is all pre-pandemic, before everybody was on the digital wave.
Right. This was back in 2010, 2011.
Yeah. 2011.
Yeah. It's just I try to, but I can only implement it if I had the.
Yeah.
If I had the clientele, you know what I'm saying? So that took almost a year to implement. For people I gotta go online.
So why'd you stick to it? Because usually, as an entrepreneur, sometimes people do something and they stop without being consistent. And you just said something it took you a year. What made you want to stick to it and stay consistent?
I'm seeing it, bro. The lights in here, man. They found out.
It's I stayed consistent with it because I knew it would work.
Yeah.
And I was trying to tell my clients that I understand that life happens. Oh, I gotta go pick up my son. I gotta go do this. You know what I'm saying? I just can't pay for it.
Yeah.
When I pay these bills, they're gonna be like, I mean, I had 5 people that show up. They're like, well, they didn't show up. Is your light still working?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah. You know, so, you know, it's just I knew it would have worked, but at the same time, I knew I couldn't force them to book online. So I would still tell them to just come to the shop. But then when they think they'll be next, somebody books it online, and then they walk in the chair and they're like, hold on, man, they just booked it online. They got to the point they got tired of waiting, you know, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours for haircut, and they just booked it online and they just in and out. So everybody started, and you know, because change is always uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Now it's just like I got clients, they'll book the whole month out.
Yeah.
The days that they're gonna come, you know what I'm saying? So that also targets more clients that value time and everything. Like
so you were able to kind of go to a approach where it's like people don't just walk up to the doctor's office and say, "Oh, I need to be seen right now."
Right.
They said right, and you can get the emergency cut.
Right. You gotta pay for it.
You gotta pay for it. You know, like when people, you know, at the end of the day, now you've switched it where the customer comes to you. Right. So you switch the customer journey where instead of you know, outputting them and them controlling the situation, calling you, not showing up, calling you, waiting, being late, all that, you know, being upset with all that, you know, it really helped your customer service.
Right.
So over that, how did after your clients adapted, how did they appreciate, you know, you going into that transition, and then how did that help you through the transition of like even when COVID happened?
Oh my goodness, COVID, that's a whole other story. COVID, I'm gonna start from scratch again, you know. It's just,
yeah.
But like once, you know, a lot of my clients that I've been cutting for like 15, 20 years, you know, they don't remember coming to the shop waiting, you know, just on like before I was online booking and all that.
Yeah.
They'll be, you know, 4, 5, 6 hours, or they'll come sign a list, leave, go to the mall, run errands. They'll get the person that's in front of the number, and then they're like, hey bro, when you're in the seat, just text me and I'll head to the shop instead of just sitting up there waiting 5 hours. So for them to go online, book, you know, and then just come at their time and they're right in the seat, and then they leave right after their haircut. They're like, man, no, like. So even sometimes when I do fall short and I'm 10 minutes behind, they're like, man, I ain't tripping. I was in here 5 hours with you.
Yeah.
You know, so.
I'm gonna go ahead and coin it now because I already knew you were a celebrity barber at the time. You know, you just didn't know it, and I was like, man, I need to get a cut every cut. My days was Thursday and Friday.
Yeah.
I was like, I need to get a cut, and I'm gonna call. And I used to call you.
Yeah.
And I show up for my appointments.
You do.
You know, I'm here, you know, on time, scheduled, ready. But I would see other people break the cycle and mess me up when I'm in the shop for a long time. So that's when I was like, I didn't even know at the time if it would work. But I was like, man, Mo, you should set up a system where, you know, people just gotta book the appointment, like, because I knew it worked in other fields.
I'm so scared of that, man, because it was changed.
Yeah.
But it was extremely beneficial.
So now that transition, you know, as that, I'm gonna say it again, you are a celebrity barber. Like, you know, how's that now helped your business grow as a whole?
A lot of exposure. And,
yeah.
Definitely gave me a lot of exposure, and you know, you know, they keep, you know, the years that I've been cutting them and stuff like that, and you know, and it builds up my, you know, my portfolio, my resume or whatever. You know, people like, oh, okay, he charges this for haircut. Okay, well, he's kind of, you know, I'm like, well, I've been cut that on 8. So,
yeah.
Like, you got your masters and your doctrine. Like, you know, I tell people all day, like, you're gonna go up eventually on you know, as the demand increases and stuff like that. So that also increased my clientele as well. And like, oh, that's cool. You know, you cut so-and-so, you cut so-and-so.
Yeah.
You know, they may see the Rolls Royce outside, or they may see Ferrari or something like that. And it's like, oh man, this is a cool place, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And that just, you know.
What would you say to somebody now, like, that's getting into it now? Because I feel like there's a lot of jobs that computers are about to take, but being a barber is not one.
They trying to do that too, believe it or not.
I will never get my hair cut by a computer ever in life.
Right.
You know, but your barber is like your therapist, you know. Your barber is, you know, your homeboy, your confidant, all that. So what would you give advice to somebody, you know, looking to get started and get into the trade?
The most important thing I would say is make sure you love it.
Yeah.
You gotta love it. Because when you love something, you can take the good with the bad, the great with the awesome.
Because it takes a lot of hours.
Hours, oh my gosh. I would go home, ankles like that big from like 15, 16 hours on my feet every day.
Man.
So, but I love it. You know what I'm saying? It's like a child. You know, that child starts, you know, shitting and throwing up all over the place. You can't put him back in his mama's birth canal, you know. You gotta stay up 2, 3 in the morning, you know, rub their back, give them their medicine on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Love it. You gotta, that's through the good and the bad. Clients that don't show up, extreme picky clients. Me personally, I love extreme picky clients. You know? A lot of people don't like them. They make me pay attention to things that the average customer or average client won't look at.
What's the wildest complaint you ever had?
Oh man. It wasn't necessarily a complaint. I had one of my partners I went to school with. His mom said that his haircut would look too fresh. So he would get, like, if they went on trips or had to take family pictures, he would get cut like a week and a half before they take those pictures so the hair would grow back.
Yeah.
To kind of look like, that was weird. I was like, oh, okay.
Wow.
It was just,
That's crazy. But yeah, man, I'm in Katy, Texas. I had to tap in with you, Mo.
Thank you.
Get you on the Entrepreneur Enthusiast podcast.
Yes,
you know, where can people find you at?
MoeBetterCuts.com. Or
turn off the clippers when you say it.
Oh my bad. MoeBetterCuts.com. Katy, Texas. It's only one location, so it's near you. So we in there.
We in there.